And that time again. Aye. Little bright yellow rubber gloves of sheer amazement are back. And we're back with an absolute banger. Back with an absolute banger. This video is going to last longer than about 3 seconds, by the way. I just watched the quickest video I've ever watched on YouTube. Right, so we're going to another absolute beauty of a Mortons roll dish. Imagine calling it a dish. Right, we're going to an absolute banger of a Mortons roll classic. This is an absolute banging Mortons roll classic. Right, so I've got some lovely Mortons rolls there. Have you look at the Mortons rolls. There's the Mortons rolls. There's the quality we're dealing with. That's the actual quality of the rolls we're dealing with. None of your fucking whatever it's called. What is it? Fucking bread cakes. Bam cakes. Bread cakes. Oh, what? It's a roll. Come on, behave. Get the crumb on that. Get that. Oh, a wee bit of rice flour on top. Gives that wee crunch that rips up the inside of your mouth, the roof of your mouth. A wee nice wee bump bit there. Don't worry about bump bits. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Right, this is going to be absolute beauty. Not only that, it's going to be really fast. So this is one of my favourites when I was wee. Right, everybody likes a chip butty. This is next level. No cooking involved. You're going to have to get pickled onion monster munch. They're a must. Nothing else can be used. You could maybe try crisps. What? I don't know. Pardon me, salt and vinegar, pickled onion, mustard sauce crisp, but ideally you want pickled onion monster munch. I know we've got shadows and all that, but I'm just going to have to put it. There you go, even a lovely packet. $1.35 for 72 gram. And I think with the feeling of the packet, I think 50 gram of that's air. Look, that's basically where the crisps are. The rest of that's all air. So that's nice. But aye, this is a classic. Right, I'm going to go on with it. So first I have a shout out to any new subscribers that have appeared. Any new subscribers. And obviously another huge shout out to me for being me. Right, this is how you treat a Mortons roll. Just tear the bad boys apart. Oh, just tear that apart. I hope you can see. Well, the movies. I've got some fake Turks wafers there. Liddles. They're actually reasonably banging when you consider that every kind of chocolate bar and whatever's been ruined. So no matter what you buy, it's going to be a bit shite, whether it's the real thing or not. It's just the facts. It's just the facts, folks. Right, I'm going to make 2 rolls. We're not going to need 4 rolls. So we can ditch 2 of these. Might even just stick them in the freezer, because the freezer keeps them nice and fresh, believe it or not. Yes. Keeping them in the freezer can do wonders. So everybody's staying cool in these mad crazy bloody temperatures. Huh? Even up here in the crazy north territory, it's a bit toasty. Right, so I'm just going to tear these 2 apart like that. Look, see how they just tear apart. There we go. Then, now this is the controversial part. This is where I'm going to go crazy. This is where I'm going to go crazy, folks. And it's merely kind of for aesthetical kind of reasons, and partly for, I don't know, just maybe for having a nice flat surface to work on. So usually you would just tear these open, and bung your filling in, right? I'm going to scissor, I'm going to go scissors, right? And I'm just going to scissor about the same height all the way around the roll. This is a Mortons roll. Have I mentioned Mortons rolls? Basically you need Mortons rolls in your life, folks, right? So look at the crumb in that. You see the crumb? That's a crumb, that's crumb, that's what you call crumb for a roll. Look at that. Let me switch it to the bottom bit, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I'm going to do another one. Take me no time whatsoever. Scissor, scissor. You obviously you can do this with a knife, but you've got the, hear that nice crunch there? Nice crispness, hear that? Oh. You've got the added problem where you could possibly start tearing the roll up if you use a knife. Just get in there like that. Right, that's us. Right, let's match it. Look at that, look at the crumb in that. Lovely and airy and bubbly and a lovely crisp top. Oh. Right, so what's next? The old butter. So we're going with the old Lure Pack fake. Lidl's fake Lure Pack, the old Den pack, obviously. Got to love it. Right, and we're just going to slice there a wee bit. I'm just going to butter these up. So I think we're going to be bloody keep them cool. It's not too bad up here, not too bad. I think the rest of Europe's having it bad, Spain and whatever. I think they're getting proper toasty. Proper toasty, right, wee bit of butter on each. Don't go mental. In fact, when I was wee I didn't even bother with the butter. And that's not a lie, I didn't bother with butter. It's just bang, roll, ripped open, crisps in. And back then, this is back in primary school days, no, back in secondary school days probably, that would be a breakfast. Because you were obviously far too lazy to get up and have breakfast, so you would fall out of bed 8:45 and everybody would obviously troop into the wee corner shop right across the road, handy for the school. Half of the folk would be buying a single being a single cigarette, so basically most of the schools were already hooked on fags by the age of 12. So you get the folk queuing up for their single and a pour it. A pour it was basically a cup, now they kind of white cheap plastic cups filled with iron brew. That would be called a pour it. I think that was like 10 pence, and everybody would get a packet of minis, 5 pence packet of minis. Minis were like wee crisps. Wee pickle, I'm sure they were pickled onion if I remember right, either pickled onion or salt and vinegar, I'm sure they were pickled onion. A wee packet of minis. So I'm going crazy extravagant using Monster Munch, but Monster Munch is my preferred. It's my go-to. It's my go-to corn snack. Baked, not fried. Yeah, so everybody would troop into that shop. I pour it, I get my Space Invaders, quick go on the puggy, see if they could win a fiver. It's 5 to 9, 2 minutes to 9 by this time. Get your roll, get your Mortons roll, tear it open, bung in your 5 pence packet of crisps. The roll was also, I think, 5 pence, 2 pence, something like that, 3 pence maybe. Now they're about 50 pence each. 50 pence for a Mortons roll. That's pretty much the standard, I think. Which is absolutely shocking. So you get that, you would down your iron brew, pour it, smoke your single, share your single, there's probably about 10 of these on it. We'll get in a draw each. And then you would get tore into your roll. Your roll would have this nice smoky flavour by now. None of your universal pizza ovens back in. None of your universal shit back in. Know what I mean? You just had it as it was. No butter, nothing. No butter or nothing. I'm being serious. It's fucking like what? No butter. Right. Let's get this together. There's our tops here, our bottoms. Right, and what we're going to do now is we're going to place our Monster Munch on. So back in the day it would just have been poured in. The wee minis. Minis were like wee crisp, wee miniature Monster Munch, kind of. 5 pence for a packet, you know what I mean? Just a wee packet. I even think the shape of Monster Munch have changed. Maybe that's why these ones are 150. I don't know, these are a special shape. Star Wars shape or something. Right, now we're just going to nonchalantly arrange our Monster Munch on my roll. Know what I mean? You might even, well, we'll get to, I was thinking we might even get bloody 2 rolls out of this, but we will probably get about 4 rolls because you don't need to go mental. You don't need to go mental, you just want them stacked on there, folks, because you're going to have to give us a wee push down. But this is the breakfast of champions. See, this is a breakfast, or as a This is a cracking midnight snack as well. See, a midnight snack, if you've not got tatty scones and sausages and eggs and bacon and all that. As long as you've got the Mortons roll and the pickled onion monster munch, we're good to go. You can see where we're getting here. We're getting to a nice kind of pyramid kind of. Try and dig out. Sometimes you get a wee broken up one. A wee broken up monster munch. But these are all solid. How is that even possible? These are all solid. I'm just going to try and... Nah, I might no bother. Right, this could ruin the whole sandwich. I'm going to call it a sandwich because that's what folk kind of call things like that these days, isn't it? They call it a sandwich, they don't call it a roll. Whereas I would be calling this a roll in pickled onion monster munch. No a pickled onion monster munch roll or a pickled onion monster munch butty or anything like that, caper. A roll in monster munch. I'm going to get this other half done, get this other roll done even. Pardon me, get you there. It's just a case of doing the exact same, folks. This is an absolutely perfect recipe. It's probably one of the most perfect recipes you're ever going to see me make in my whole culinary, that's it, there we go, I'll go there and then. My whole culinary kind of video lifespan on YouTube. This is going to be as good as it gets. This is about as good as it gets, folks. Unless maybe I make a Monster Munch pizza. Monster Munch pizza could be groovy. 4.5, you don't want them 4.5. This is where wee minis come into their own because they're just wee things you would just tear it open, just pour them in. Oh, look at that, skinking them off with my sleeve. Like that. Right. That's us done. That is all done. Get one in there. Get one in there, folks. And we'll get one in there. There we go. Right, that's the whole packet. Whole packet. And we got two absolutely jamming Monster Munch Mortons rolls out of them. Rolls and pickled onion Monster Munch. Absolutely bloody banging. Look at that. Oh. Now that is a thing of beauty. I don't know. He's a wee swatch. I know you need to see this kind of stuff up close and personal. Otherwise it's the point. Look at that. See, even the colour of pickled onion Monster Munch, look at that beauty. Well, any kind of crisp I suppose. But I do like a baked corn snack. As opposed to that one's ready to fall out there. I might need to sort that out. But look at that. Right, now we're going to go brown sauce. But folks, and this is where it all goes wrong. Well, in fact, it goes wrong for you if you can't get a hold of a Mortons roll. You're going to have to make your own Mortons rolls. Anybody out there that's never even heard of a Mortons roll, there's plenty of recipes on YouTube. I even get one myself. Don't watch mine, terrible quality, and I have a wee rant on it, so don't watch that one. Plenty of Mortons roll recipes out there. Right, next, it's got to be Gold Star, folks. None of your HP, none of your Daddies, none of your Lidl Zane brand. It's got to be Gold Star. Right, get a wee shake. Get a wee shake, folks. Right, that's lovely. And we're just going to drizzle brown sauce. Oh, look, we're losing. Well, we've lost one. We've got a casualty. We'll get it back in there, folks, don't worry about it. Brown sauce, drizzled oil, that. Look at that. Oh, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Gold Star, folks. And of course the pickled onion Monster Munch. Right, that's fell off here. I'm just going to have to... Oh, that's all gone right. It's all gone right, folks. Don't worry. My hands are a wee quick rinse, folks. Quick rinse. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as it looks. It is not as easy as it looks. I'll use folk out there. I'm going to have to give that a wee bit of a tart up with the sauce again, because just the way it fell, the sauce is not shown. You've got to use the sauce shown. There we go. Right, next. Now this obviously definitely didn't happen at school, but we're going to finish it off with a nice wee bit of chive action. Got to have some chives on it. Oh, it's even the smell of the chives hitting the brown sauce. Oh. Oh dear. Folks, it is the simple things in life, believe me. Believe me. It's not all about spicy Korean wings or raw pork or overdone beef or half-inch thick lasagnas in a universal pizza oven. There's just so much better out there. And half it you don't even need to cook. Look at this. I've just created an absolute masterpiece in front of your eyes in minutes. Right, another wee swatch. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Come the fuck on. Where are yous, man? Where are yous? Right. We're going to assemble the top one of these, folks. Need to assemble the top. So you want obviously a line. You always want the bottom aligned with the top and vice versa, whatever. So we'll just get that on there, a wee gentle push. Lovely wee gentle push. Oh. Another lovely wee. Trying to keep everything together, folks. Just a lovely wee gentle caress. Caress your Mortons roll. Get it caressed. Look at that. Oh, God. I've got wee bits of spillage here, don't worry about that. That's going to fall. We're going to have to crunch them down anyway. I'm going to give that a wee push in. And a wee bit of a push. I'm going harder, folks, just a wee touch. But they're going to fall out anyway if I don't hurry up and eat them, so there's one fell out. I've got a casualty. I'm not caring. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that. Right. Back to you in a wee minute. Right, you're wanting me to give us a wee taste test, I can tell. I can totally tell. First, I want to get this pushed back in there. Get you back in there, you wee clown. Absolute muppet. Right. Now you out the road, oh, excuse me. Oh, pardon me. Right. Gonna get a right good push down now, folks. Do you hear that? That's what you want to hear. You want to hear the monster munch. Sorry, I just licked my finger with a bit of Gold Star brown sauce. It's powerful stuff. It's like dynamite compared to Daddy's or HP. Totally different beast. Right. Here's a wee look. That's what we're dealing with once it's been crushed. Oh, look at that. Oh. Right, I'm going in for a bite. I'm going to choose this corner here. Oh, just memories. That is a sandwich, as some folk would call it, to be beheld, to be admired, to be tried. Absolutely gorgeous. So obviously you can use whatever baked corn snack out there of your choice. I would tell you some though to go with Even though I like them, don't go with skips. Don't go with KP skips. They just disappear. As soon as you hit that sauce on them, they just disappear. You're like, where did they go? Don't go with them. Don't go with quavers. Love quavers, don't go with them. You can't get pickled onion monster munch. And if you don't like pickled onion monster munch, don't even make this. Don't even make this. Because it's not going to be your cup of tea, obviously. But, aye, just make it with the pickled onion monster munch. Or just get crisps, like Golden Wonder or whatever. Whoever makes crisps, is it Lay's now or whatever, I don't know. I don't really care. They're all garbage. But aye, another wee bite of this, look at that. Oh. And that, folks, has been a really short video, but I think you'll agree. An absolute banger. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. You've got to have the Mortons roll, but it's got a chewiness, it's got a crustiness, and you saw the crumb inside. What a crumb. Oh, Mortons guys, sponsor me, please. Right, I'm off to enjoy the hell out of these. And by the way, that wee bit of chive action really does bring something to the table. So, for now, I'm out of here yet again, but just absolutely bloody gorgeous, folks. But I'll be back again in the not too distant, far off future. I'll be back with another banger, but look at this. Just look at that. A Morton's roll and pickled onion monster munch with brown sauce. Bit of chive action. Bit of butter on the roll. Sometimes it just doesn't get any better than that. Right, get back to you with the next one. Have a good one. Stay cool, stay hydrated. Aye.